From MDM Sports, this is the Merlino Report. Now reporting, Matthew Merlino. Good afternoon. Zach Wilson directed 3 scoring drives and threw his first 2 touchdown passes of the preseason in the New York Jets' 23-14 victory over the Green Bay Packers today on Saturday. Wilson went 9 of 11 for 128 yards, including a pair of 18-yard scores to Tyler Kroft to continue an encouraging preseason for the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft. Facing a Green Bay defense that rested most of its starters, Wilson led the Jets to 2 TDs and a field goal in his 4 series. The only Wilson-led drive that didn't result in points came when the Jets opted to punt on a 4th and 1 from their own 49-yard line. This represented a clear step forward for Wilson, who went 6 of 9 for 63 yards last week in a 12-7 preseason victory over the New York Giants. In that game, Wilson operated 2 drives that produced 3 points. Corey Davis caught 4 passes from Wilson for 70 yards. Davis signed a 3-year contract with the Jets worth $37.5 million after spending his first 4 seasons with Tennessee. The Packers didn't play reigning MVP Aaron Rodgers or backup quarterback Jordan Love, who hurt his throwing shoulder last week while making his pro debut in a 26-7 preseason loss to the Houston Texans. That left Green Bay relying on Kurt Benkert, who made his first NFL start since the Atlanta Falcons' 4th and final preseason game in 2018. Benkert played all but the last Packers series and went 18 for 25 of 25 for 151 yards with a 5-yard touchdown pass to Jace Sternberger and an interception. He engineered a 19-play, 81-yard touchdown drive that lasted over 10 minutes. Garrett Cole struck out Josh Donaldson with the bases loaded to end the 5th inning and got through the 6th throwing shutout ball as the New York Yankees beat the Minnesota Twins 7-1 Saturday for their season-high 9th straight win. Giancarlo Stanton had a 2-run double during a 5-run 5th, and Luke Voit remained red-hot as the Yankees moved to 21-5 since dropping 3 of 4 at Boston in late July. Bronx-raised Yankees infielder Andrew Velazquez hit his first career homer in the 8th inning, bringing his family in the stands to tears. The 27-year-old journeyman has been staying with his parents since being promoted from AAA on August 9th. The series finale scheduled for today was postponed after Saturday's game and rescheduled for September 13th due to Hurricane Henri, which is set to hit the area today. The Twins will have to interrupt a 6-game homestand to return to New York for the makeup game. Tyler Wade accounted for New York's first 2 runs by hitting an RBI single off Kenta Maeda and scoring on a wild pitch with the bases loaded. Cole dominated in his second start since a bout with mild symptoms of COVID-19. He allowed 5 hits and turned in his 6th scoreless outing this season, walking 1 and striking out 6. The right-hander ran into trouble in the 5th by allowing 1-out singles to Willians Astudillo and Andrelton Simmons and then a walk to Max Kelper. After a visit from pitching coach Matt Blake, he punched out Jorge Polanco on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball, then got Donaldson on a called 3rd strike. Donaldson briefly questioned the call on the low changeup before heading to the dugout. Donaldson pushed Cole into an unwanted spotlight earlier this season by calling out the Yankees ace by name when discussing pitchers he suspected of using illicit grip enhancers. Cole struck out Donaldson twice in an outing days later and did the same Saturday. The Yankees won their 2nd straight game by at least 5 runs after playing 13 of 14 decided by 3 runs or fewer. Polanco homered for the Twins, who are 2-17 in their last 19 games at Yankee Stadium. Maeda allowed 5 runs and 4 hits in 4 1/3 innings. He exited with right forearm tightness after throwing a 1-0 pitch to Stanton. After throwing his 9th straight pitch out of the strike zone, Maeda bent over, grimaced, and was checked by a trainer before being replaced by Edgar Garcia. Minnesota manager Rocco Baldelli said Maeda was headed for further testing, and once they get the results, they will decide if an IL stint is needed. The Yankees took a 4-0 lead when Stanton lined a double to left and went up 6-0 on Voigt's double to left after Aaron Judge was thrown out at the plate trying to score on a grounder by Rougned Odor. Voit had 2 hits and 2 RBIs the night after a 4-hit game. The slugging first baseman recently made a public plea for more playing time amid a roster crunch created by 3-time All-Star Anthony Rizzo's return from the COVID-19 injured list. Voit is batting .500 with 3 homers and 13 RBIs in his past 7 starts. Trey Turner, Albert Pujols, and Chris Taylor each homered, and Max Scherzer won for the 3rd time in 4 starts since being acquired, as the Los Angeles Dodgers beat the slumping New York Mets 4-3 Saturday. The surging Dodgers have won 9 consecutive games, matching a season-best win streak. 6 of those wins have come against the Mets, who have dropped 8 of 9 overall. Kenley Jansen pitched a scoreless 9th for his 27th save. He hit Kevin Pillar to lead off the inning, then got Brandon Nimmo to ground out and struck out Jeff McNeil and Pete Alonso. The Dodgers had a 3-run lead through 6 innings before Alonso hit a 2-run home run, his 28th of the season, off reliever Blake Treinen in the 7th. New York squandered a ripe opportunity in the 5th when it loaded the bases against Scherzer with 2 outs. Scherzer struck out J.D. Davis to end the threat. But it was taxing a 34-pitch inning for Scherzer, whose day was done after that big strikeout. Nimmo homered for the Mets, a solo shot to right field off Scherzer in the 5th inning. Scherzer allowed just that 1 run and 5 hits. He struck out 8 and walked 1. Nimmo had 3 hits. Rich Hill allowed 3 solo homers over 5 innings, including Pujols' 15th of the season. The 41-year-old Pujols previously homered against the 40-year-old Hill on August 17, 2007. That 14-year, 4-day span between consecutive home runs off a pitcher is the 3rd longest in MLB history, according to Stats. The only longer stretches were Carlos Beltran and Bartolo Colon, which lasted for 15 years and 313 days, and Barry Bonds with Jesse Orosco, which lasted 14 years and 69 days. Scherzer has allowed 5 earned runs in 21 1/3 innings since being acquired along with Turner from the Washington Nationals on July 30th. The Dodgers have won all 4 games in which Scherzer has started, including a pair against the Mets. Turner had 3 hits, including his first home run as a Dodger. Jansen, who pitched 2 consecutive days, will not be available for the finale in the 4-game series. Manager Dave Roberts has confidence in his closer. Let's take a look at the game preview as the 60-63 Mets, who are 3rd in the NL East, take on the 78-46 Dodgers, who are 2nd in the NL West. Game takes place at Dodger Stadium today at 4:10 p.m. Eastern Time is the scheduled start time. The Mets pitching probable is Marcus Stroman, who has an 8-12 record, a 2.84 ERA, a 1.1 WHIP, and 123 strikeouts. The Dodgers pitching probable is David Price, who has a 4-1 record, a 3.62 ERA, a 1.32 WHIP, and 50 strikeouts. The Dodgers are 42-20 in home games in 2021. Los Angeles is averaging 5 RBIs per game this season. Max Muncy leads the team with 76 total runs batted in. The Mets are 24-40 on the road. New York hitters have posted a team on-base percentage of .308 this season, led by Michael Conforto with a mark of .340. The Dodgers won the last meeting yesterday 4-3. Max Scherzer secured his 11th victory, and Chris Taylor went 1 for 3 with a home run and 2 RBIs for LA. Rich Hill took his 5th loss for New York. The top performers, Muncy leads the Dodgers with 76 RBIs and is batting a .270. Pete Alonso leads the Mets with 28 homers and has 73 RBIs. The Dodgers in their last 10 have gone 9-1 with a .229 batting average, a 1.88 ERA, and have outscored their opponents by 27 runs. The Mets have gone 2-8 with a .217 batting average, a 4.60 ERA, and have been outscored by 15 runs. And the Giants get to play the Browns in Cleveland today. You can watch at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on NFL Network, or if you're in the local New York area, I believe NBC4 has coverage. But that's the Merlino Report. I'm Matthew Merlino reporting. Have a good New York Sunday, everybody.